My go-to place for Lego purchases has changed a few times over the years. Back in the Dealitech days when I first got back into Lego, it was all about shopping at Amazon and getting the 20% off that they would oftentimes have. And then also Walmart would match that too. But Walmart sometimes would take it a step further and you could find clearance there. It would be very common to walk in there in January or July like clockwork and find Lego clearance at up to 50% off. How I miss those days. It seems like ever since COVID hit and people really started ramping up back into Lego, the clearance there is less and less likely. In fact, even the rollbacks are hard to find. So even finding a deal below MSRP is hard at Walmart. So as such, the last few years, my go-to place has transitioned over to Lego.com. I very rarely made a purchase directly through Lego before maybe 2020, but now as the deals disappeared, the deals then became getting gift with purchases, and that's what I focused on, and that's how a large part of my backlog exists, because Lego would do that once a lifetime deal where you could get this little thing that they would offer with a Lego set that you could only get from them for that very limited time, and I was a sucker and I did it, and I've continued doing that up until this year. Well, it's kind of changing again this year because, as you know, I'm trying to get more into the creative side of Lego and less away from the purchasing side of Lego. But this video is about Lego purchasing, and purchasing from a new place. It's not really new to anyone or really new to me, but more of like my focus this year, and that place is Bricklink. I have my first Bricklink orders of the year. I have 4 of them here, mainly because I'm working on one project that I think we all know what that is, the Ferrari. I've been hyping it for a bit now, and all the parts I needed, I couldn't find at 1 store or 2 stores or even 3 stores. I had to go to 4 different places to get these. So we're bringing back a series this year called Bricklink Buying with Brickitect, and I think this is going to be my most common go-to place for Lego purchases in 2023. What's most exciting about moving over to Bricklink is that I'm not buying necessarily to get a deal. I'm buying to create, and that's really important to me because I want to start making my own stuff out of Lego and creating things that I never had, which is what this Ferrari is going to be. All of these are parts that I need, but some of them are ones that I bought extra because I've learned from Bricklink sellers that they really like it when you clear out their drawers. So if somebody had, like, say I needed 3 of something and they had 7, I just bought all 7 of them because they're, you know, you might have future projects, but I'm just going to take all these things out of here so you can see what we're getting. If you're interested in such things, maybe you are. So we'll dump it all out here because I'm going to dump it out anyway. But here is order number 1. I don't know where this one is from. It just had a person's name on it, so I blacked that out as well. I don't really want to dox anybody. Now that I'm thinking about it, I should probably take off addresses off of these because they may not want that on a YouTube video. We'll just cover that up and I'll show you the 2 places that I can show you. Bricks Addict and Coffee Bricks. I love the names that these guys have. But here's my first order here. You might be wondering, like, what's up with all those guns? Well, that's a part of the engine on the Ferrari, actually. It's all those Western guns. So that was the main reason I actually bought from this store. But we've got a couple Technic parts. These yellow ones, believe it or not, are actually a part of the set. These 1x10 plates that you see over here, there's a lot of those in this set, and I didn't have in my collection, so I actually had to buy some plates, but we've got little 1x2 black tiles. We got some of these gray ones. I don't know the terminology for Lego parts on Bricklink. I just kind of know what I'm looking for and I'm able to find it somewhat easily, but that is order 1. Nothing too crazy, but essential for the Ferrari. Let's go on to order number 2. I'd say the only bummer about Bricklink as I'm opening this one is that, just like with the reason I have 4 packages here, is because not everyone had everything I need, and then shipping kind of kills you a little bit when you're buying from all the places. Like, shipping is $4 or $5. So that's another reason I would add extra things onto my order just to kind of justify it. Because if you're going there, say you're going there just for this piece, which is exclusive to this set, for example. If you're just getting 2 of those and say it's 25 cents and then you're paying $5 for shipping, when you add more stuff on, it doesn't add to the shipping costs in some cases. So I would just started adding things that I could possibly use. So what you're seeing here is more than what I need, but I'm sure will come in handy. So we got those 2 things. That was important. I didn't have a black steering wheel for this set. I have lots of gray ones. Like I was going to substitute that one in. So I ended up getting that, and then I bought all the steering wheels this guy had, just in case I ever build other cars that I wanted to put a black steering wheel in. We've got a few of them here. Also, these plates I did not have. More Technic pieces. I needed these. These are not a common piece. You can probably tell where those go, right? Can you tell? Looking at the side there. I didn't have enough of these. I was like, man, I know I have those in my collection. Nope. I have them in red and I have them in white. I did not have them in black. That makes the front grille of the Ferrari, and it looks pretty darn cool. What else is in here that's exciting? These! I was like, I know I have those too. And I think I do on probably little Lego City ATVs, but not out here in the collection. That's kind of put away in the storage room of doom. So I was like, all right, let's just add it to the order. We've got a bunch of these for the, this is like the back window of the car. Again, I don't know the terminology on these. Some of you Bricklink guys are probably like, oh, that's a quarter round stud, but I don't know. I'm just making things up now. What else is interesting in here that I can show you? I guess I can just do a little flyover here. This was all just in a Ziploc bag, as you saw, so it's all together. I like the way that this guy did it. I know that probably takes more time, and it's probably a pain in the butt to do, but presentation-wise, getting your stuff all bagged up like this real nice feels better as a buyer than getting it all into a Ziploc bag. That being said, I'm just gonna dump this out and put it in that box anyway, so not a huge deal. If you're a Bricklink guy and you're like, well, Greg, that's, dude, I'm not putting the time into it, I get you. If you're good with that, we're gonna go on to the third package. Oh, here's my tires and my rims and a little thank you note. That's cool. It's nice to see all the different things that people do. This is actually my most expensive order, and it's all because of these darn things right here. I really went back and forth on whether to buy these or not. These were like $5 each. These are obviously the hubcaps, like if you flip these over, that's what the rims look like, and then these are inserts that go inside there like that. And it gives it like a really nice look and a finished look. And prior to me finding this in my collection, this is that $50 windshield, being that I was gonna sub that out, I was like, you know what? We're just gonna roll with these as our rims and no one's really gonna care or notice. But then when I had that, I was like, okay, we're gonna make this thing official. So I started getting all of the exclusive pieces to this, including these. So that's like $20 right there. If you went on Bricklink, this would be 70 bucks for this car. Just in those few pieces there. I didn't need these necessarily. I think I could have pulled these from my collection, but I thought, well, I already paid the shipping on these. Like that was gonna be $5 to ship or whatever. So I added that and I got the tires as well. Oh, we got a nice card in here too. There's a QR if you guys wanna check out the Bricks Addict on Bricklink, eBay, Instagram. Pretty cool. Thank you for selling me those. I needed that. All right, last one. This is where I think most of my order came from. This is from Coffee Bricks. I think their thing is Bricks and Clicks LLC, which is kind of cool. Oh no, what have I done? That's why I knew I had those. I now have 8 of these, it seems. But again, they're nice to have because all I have right now are these flat gray ones. And let me take one of these out here so you can see the difference. You can see how cool they are. In fact, I'll even put it onto a wheel so you can see, or a tire, I should say. Put the rim or the wheel in the tire, and you can see the difference between these, and you can decide which one you like better. Do you notice it? You notice how that one's a little bit shinier? I like that better. I think that looks more realistic, what you'd want for a car. So I was gonna go with these, but then we got those. Oh, let's just do the hubcap now that we have this all out. You know, we're here. Hopefully you're enjoying coming along with me on this. It's just sharing my journey. So you see, you take one of those, and again, you think that's the outside, but it is not. It's this, and that's the difference. That's what I paid $20 for. You can decide if that's worth it to you or not if you're building this Ferrari. But if you have the other pieces, you might as well just go all in. It's gonna be on display forever in the studio. But now I have extra rims so we can do some customization. In fact, I could, let me show you this. Some peeps weren't liking the white rims on this. We could swap it for gray. Here's the before, here's the after. Which one do you like better? I think I like the white better personally. I think it pops a little more. This may look a little more realistic or maybe more mature for this car, but I love the white, especially with the inserts there. So we're getting a nice collection of the inserts for these wheels. So if we ever start making these cars on a full-time basis, which is I guess a dream of mine, we'll have all kinds of wheels and rims and things that we can swap out. We can even put, it's not gonna fit because of the thickness of the tire, could put the Ferrari wheels on there. We're having fun. Sidetracks aside, let's look and see what we got in here. It's interesting to see how different everybody does things. Looks like they actually print out what you ordered so you can verify it. And there's all the stuff. But here are all the bags of everything we got. Nicely laid out here. Got some tiles. Got a whole bunch of these. This is a store that I kind of cleared out. I felt like I was doing them a favor by buying all the extra stuff. I didn't need everything that I got, but I was like, you know, you got some extra ones of those. I'll clear your drawer. You'll have a new drawer open so you can do other stuff. Another one of these. I did the auto buy through Bricklink. So some of the stuff like came from this store and some came from the other one. That's how I ended up with these and with those in 2 different orders. That's how that happened. Hopefully they got me the best deal they could. I don't know how good that system is. That's pretty much it from that store. Everything on the table there in that disaster is what I got to finish off my Ferrari F40 along with some extras for the collection. I'm gonna have the total cost of these when I do my Ferrari video. I'll let you know exactly what I spent on that because I have to separate the orders out on the things I needed versus what I didn't need. And I actually did a screenshot showing the parts I needed with carts before I added all the stuff in because I'm kind of a nerd like that. I wanna know what this thing's ultimately gonna cost me minus the pieces that I already had in my collection for free. So it'll be fun to see that and then compare that to the actual cost of buying the set. I am still waiting on the stickers, but that will not stop me from building it. So we'll get that whole process started, and I might even show it off before the stickers come because they are coming all the way from Austria, which could take a while. So I'm gonna build the Ferrari up. That's what you're gonna see in the next video we have here. But before we go to that, let me know what you think about this style of video. Do you like Bricklink buying with Brickitect? I mean, if you made it this far, you probably do. I feel a little self-conscious with not knowing any of the parts. I don't really have a good setup here. Maybe what I'll do is we'll make it more organized where if I do an order, I'll lay everything out real nice. Like these guys make it easy, but not knowing what some of these parts are called, like I have no idea what these are called. Like I call them studs on side plates is what I classify them as, but I don't know. These are Technic 1x1s with holes. I'm just making things up. These are 2x2 plates with a little thingamajobber on top. See, I don't know. All I know is I enjoy building and I enjoy buying a Bricklink. I think it's a lot of fun and I'm excited that this is gonna be my go-to place for Lego because it means that we're making cool stuff here. And when I make cool stuff, I get to share cool stuff with you, and that's what we're gonna do in the next video with the Ferrari F40. Hype train has been built. I'm so excited to build it, and now I have everything that I need thanks to Bricklink to pull it off. I hope you enjoyed this revival of the Bricklink Buying with Brickitect series. If you have a Bricklink store, leave your store name down in the comments of this video because I would love to shop from the people that support my channel. You support me, I support you. It works out great. Plus maybe other people can see that too and then go and we can make like a thing here where we all just support each other. I think that'd be pretty darn cool. So on that, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a glorious rest of your day and I'll see you in the next very exciting Brickitect video.